Hi, my name is Julio Ricardo del Cid Godoy, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Guatemala's culture and the United States culture. Okay, first thing I have to talk about is the language. In the USA, we have a default language that is the English language, but in Guatemala we don't have only one or two languages. We have around 25 languages, with the Spanish, the Mayan idioms, and so many other languages. Okay, the second thing that I'm going to talk about is about the food, the Guatemala's food and the United States food. We are going to talk about only with typical food. For example, in Guatemala we have tamales, chuchitos, pepián, caquic, and other typical plates. But in the United States we don't have that typical plates. For example, we have the apple pie. The apple pie is that pie. It's so delicious. But that pie is made in industrial quantities, and that isn't homemade. For example, the typical food here is homemade. We don't make any typical food in the industries or things like that, like the apple pie, like the donuts and others. Okay, the third thing I'm going to talk about is about the cloth. In the United States we don't have a typical cloth for that region, and in Guatemala we have typical cloth for each department. For example, the San Marcos department typical cloth is that. It's called huipil, and it's their typical cloth. We don't have to wear it if we don't want it, but it's the typical cloth of San Marcos. But in the United States we don't have the typical cloth. We just wear like we want. We can go in pajama, we can go in jeans, and so many other clothes. Okay, for the fourth thing, I'm going to talk about the way people behave. For example, here in Guatemala, we are very loving. And if we meet a new person, if it's a girl, we kiss her and ask her what's her name, how are you, and we are very friendly. But in the United States, we can't do that, because if you want to greet a girl with a kiss, she maybe think that you are supposed to want another thing with her, and it seems so bad. But here in Guatemala, no, we are so loving, we are so friendly, and we don't like to say no. We put some excuses for if we don't want to do that, but we don't want to say no.